Welcome to Valour Strike Channel. My name is Rob Zab. I'm a British kickboxing champion, and in today's video I'm going to show you some of my favourite footwork drills. Make sure you watch from start to the end because you might find something that might help you just to get you a little bit better and a little bit higher to where you want to be. A great cone drill just to start building your basic footwork movement. And the goal here is you want to focus on making them small steps, okay, and move forwards. Because it only takes an inch for us to get away from our opponent or to get in. So we just want to focus on just slightly edging forwards and then edge backwards here. And once I get used to just moving in, at first I have to always look at my feet, make sure that my feet are just making them small little steps, okay? I'm always moving one cone back. Next we can start hiding our movements with our punches. So if I'm just going to step forwards, I'm going to jab. And every time I jab, I throw that little I make that little step forwards. And then I go back. Boom, little steps, little steps, little steps. I throw my punch first, and then I follow with the step. So yeah, I'm just trying to hide my steps every time I throw a punch. So it looks like I might be still in range. In reality, I'm moving back. Or when I go forwards, okay, it looks like I'm still out of range, but every time I throw that strike, I slightly edged in. Jab across. As I throw that jab, I move my left. As I throw that cross, I move my right. I'm just trying to distract my opponent with my hands so he doesn't see that movement in my feet. Gradually just stepping in, gradually stepping out. So your opponent thinks you're out of reach. In reality, you close that distance, or he thinks you're in reach, but you're outside. A great tool for combat sports is skipping rope. Americans like to call it jump rope, and it's great because it allows you to build your cardio, build up your cardio. It allows you to practice your rhythm. It allows you to practice your coordination, your timing. So it's such a versatile tool, and you can use it anywhere. Okay, fold in your bag. Go out for a little run and then decide, you know what, I'm bored of running, let's use some jump rope, skipping rope, so you can focus on different skills. Okay. Trying to focus on coordinating your feet, being nice and light on your toes. Remember, when you skip, always imagine it's like shadow boxing, okay? Or it's like fighting, it's like do bag work. Because that movement here, like my boxer step, it's exactly the same when I'm moving around here. Nice and light, okay, here. So when you skip, it's not just about, ooh, let's try to get like burn some fat. It's about coordinating your feet, being agile, being nice and light, moving your feet fast. And once again, build that cardio. So skipping rope is another great tool on two simple exercises for your agility drills. First one, we're just going to go for alley shuffle step, where I'm just going to move all the way down the ladder and all the way back, while focusing on moving nice and quick, staying nice and light on my toes, okay? So here, as soon as I go, my goal is to get there and back as fast as I can. So just go. The key now is being light on your toes, nice and fast. Here. Okay. Then second drill we can do is in and out, okay, lateral step, because when you do combat sports, when you do wrestling, it's not just about going straight forwards and backwards, okay, it's also shifting off to your side, okay, going to your left and right. We need to be able to get used to on moving or shifting our weight side to side, okay, so let's go in and out, lateral step. So I'm going nice and fast, we're nice and fast, nice and light on our toes. So here, move forwards. Once I get to here, I can turn around and go back, or I can try to be a little bit faster, or then go backwards, sorry. Okay, I'm trying to just use the agility ladder to create some agility, some speed in my legs, just get used to being fast. Like going forwards, I find it easy. Going backwards, that's what I struggle with. So we're always trying to just improve our skill, use boxing footwork. So first we're going to use is just a nice simple jab and out. Every time I jab, I make that step in, and as soon as I recoil this hand back, I move back out. So nice simple drill here. Once I get to here, now I'm going to do the same thing, going backwards. And now I can do the same thing with my jab and across. I step in, jab across, and I move out. Go jab across, and I move out. Jab across, and I move out. Jab across, and I move out. Focus on going forwards with my punches, and then moving back. What I want to do is I want to move just enough to get me out the range or out the way they punch, but stay close enough so I can throw my own counters, okay? So let's focus on throw jab, cross, okay, my opponent throws a jab back, okay? So I'm going to slip to my right, step, throw my cross. So it's jab, cross, focus on that small little movement, just jab, cross, trying to focus on every time I move to my right, I move my right foot first. So it's jab, cross, I move and I slip. Jab, cross, I move and I slip and then I counter. Jab, cross, move, slip, counter. Jab, cross, move, slip, counter. Then the same thing, going backwards or going back, or focus on slipping across. So we go jab, cross, okay, and I slip to my left and I come back with a counter. Jab, cross, I slip, I move my feet and I counter. Always making sure that we focus on small motions just so we can get out the way of our opponent, but staying close enough to land our strikes, okay? Small little steps and throw our strikes. Small little steps and then throw our strikes, because now, again, I'm out of the range of my opponent's shot, okay? Because the shot's going down the middle, I've gone offside, boom, and I throw my own shot. Because I'm not stepped back, I'm not stepped away, just stay close enough to be able to throw my counters, okay? So we always forget. So one thing we could do is just stood here, just slipping and pivoting. Here, I'm slipping, I'm pivoting. Here, I'm slipping, I'm pivoting. Just focus on your pivots. Then you can start incorporating your counters after you've done your slips. And when you slip and pivot, make sure you step on the outside of your opponent's foot. So if I'm going to stay here, and my opponent's right in front of me and I pivot, now he's going to hit me in the face, okay? So now I'll move my foot on the outside. If I pivot, I'm out my opponent's strikes. I'll use a single cone. I'm going to keep my foot in front of the cone, and what I'll do is as I slip, I'm going to step my front foot on the outside of the cone, but it's not slip and then step, because once you slip, you put weight on that front leg. So what we need to do now is let's focus on stepping first. A split second earlier, we're going to step first and then we slip. So I step, slip. Now I'm stepped on the outside of my opponent's foot and then I pivot. So I'm going to keep my front foot in front of the one cone, and then the other cone is my opponent's opposite foot. So what I'm doing now is, as I'm going to slip, I'm going to step with my right foot here, and then as I step, I'm going to make sure I step deep enough so when I bring my left foot in, I'm on the outside of my opponent's front foot and I can throw my strikes because I'm still in range to attack, but I'm just going off center. So if he throws anything, all the shots are coming off center, and then I reset and then I go again. So we're always making sure we're focusing on moving off center. Here, I keep my front foot in front of it and I step, I pivot, and I throw the shot, okay, and then I reset and I step here, I'm on the outside and I throw my strikes, because at that split second my opponent is looking here and I'm looking there now. So he's looking past me, but I'm looking directly at him and I can throw my shots. But I have to be quick, because once I pivot, he's going to try to turn into me as quick as he can, because he's not going to stay there for long. So once I pivot, I've only got a split second to try to land my strike. But what I'm going to focus on here now is every time I'm going to step inside, I'm going to make sure I throw my short range weapons. Every time I'm on the outside, I'm going to throw my long range weapons, okay? Here, jab, cross. I'm focusing, just keeping just long enough so I can land my jab, cross, okay? Or like my long hooks and uppercuts. Yeah, boom. But every time I'm going to step in now, the goal is we can only throw our short range weapons, okay? Because we close that distance. Trying to throw a jab or a cross from here is a bit irrelevant because I can't generate any power. So here, I'm just throwing that hooks and uppercuts. But once I've finished, what I need to do now is we're going to focus on pivoting off okay, and then stepping out. But as we stepped out, you can only now throw a long range weapon. So here, boom, throw my jab crosses, and when I step in, I throw my short range weapons, and I slip, and I pivot. Bam, bam. So we're focusing on always just attacking nice and long. I step in, I throw my hooks and uppercuts, and I slip and I pivot. So let's now add a little movement on the outside. So on here, I throw my long shots, I step in, I throw my short range shots, okay? I pivot off, throw my shots again, making sure that I'm always up on them scorecards. I step back, so now instead of just going back forwards again or throwing on my long weapons, okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move on the outside and then reset back in. Bam, bam, here, and I step inside, throw my shots, boom, 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 I step on the outside and I move away. Is shadow boxing, okay? So we can use it to improve our defense, we can use it to improve our attack, our movement, our slipping, our pivots. We can use our shadow boxing to just build our overall boxing skill, kickboxing skill, MMA skill, whatever we want to do, okay? Shadow boxing is perfect because I can start my shadow boxing and I'm focusing now, it's just my head movement and my footwork. Here, I'm just focusing on moving my head and moving my feet. And then I can, let's say, focus on countering my opponent's strikes. So if he throws a jab, I lay back, boom, and throw a cross hook. If he throws a jab, I slip and I throw counters. Okay, if he throws a cross, I take it on, give it a block, and come back with my own counters. If he throws a cross, and I slip off and I throw my shots. Okay, if he throws the right kick, I block, I throw my hands, and I throw my kick off my own. Then we can start focusing on our own attacks. So instead of just countering, now I'm just visualizing my opponent, and I visualize what I want to throw. I'm just going to attack, move forward, throw my shots, and then once I've finished, I move off. So if I go jab, cross, hook, I imagine my opponent throws jab, cross, hook back. So now it's my job to find a way to defend from them 3 shots. So if I go jab, cross, hook, I parry a jab, I slip across, I roll that hook, and I throw my own counters. Okay, jab, cross, hook, I lay back, I slip, and I lay back again. Okay, I lay back, I slip, but as I slip, I step and I pivot. So now the hook is going away from me, or the hook is not landing. So shadow boxing is such a versatile tool, and it allows you to focus on specific skills you want to learn or improve, whether it's being punching, whether it's being footwork, head movement, punching and moving, okay, going forwards or backwards. It's just such a versatile tool to improve your overall combat ability. Everyone thinks when you go on a bag, you just have to go and hit it, which is, yes, we all love it. I love to go into the bag and just go all out and just give it a hellfire, okay? But you can use it to improve your footwork, okay? So what I can focus on now is, every time I hit that bag, I'm just moving it around and throwing my shot at it. I don't always hit power, okay? It's nice to hit power, but if your goal is focusing on footwork, use the bag for the footwork. Just because you've gone from doing footwork drills to go on a bag, and then also you think, oh, on a bag, let's hit it hard. No, 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 no. If your goal is to improve footwork, when you come onto that bag, you improve that footwork. Your goal is to improve your slipping, you come onto that bag, you improve your slipping, okay? Yes, I'm still throwing my shots, okay? I'm still throwing my strikes, okay? But the goal now is my footwork, it's my slipping, it's improving my defense, okay? So don't just go on the bag and also go, okay, I've just done an hour of footwork drills, I've done an hour of slipping, I come on the bag and then forget everything and start hellfiring it, okay? So here we just start going, and hitting, throw shots, I slip, okay? That's good. Okay, so moving around all the time. You don't have to start fast, you can start nice and slow, okay? But the goal is improve your movement, okay? You throw your shots, you move, you throw your shots again, you move again, you move, yeah. Okay, focus on using that bag to improve your movement and then hitting, okay? Another thing, like right now the bag is moving, okay? Let's use that movement, okay? So the bag comes at me and I move off and move around with the bag, okay? It moves away, I move towards it, it comes towards me, I move away. So there, I'm using that bag here, it comes back, I slip off. So don't just think just because you're on the bag, okay? Let's go all out power punches. No, use that bag to practice your footwork. Use that bag to practice your slips, your defenses. Okay, so the bag is a versatile tool, so put it to use, not just for your hands, but also for your feet, for your defenses. There you have it. Some of my favorite footwork drills I like to use to improve my footwork, whether it's been boxing, kickboxing, or MMA. These footwork drills will allow you to significantly improve your overall skills in the ring. But the key goal now is for you to practice them on a daily basis. Start off basic, okay? All these drills I show you today are basic drills, but start even like slow, okay? And then you gradually build it up. Because if you start going too fast, well, you're not gonna be able to learn it, okay? You need to get them patterns in your head, so you just start nice and slow and gradually build it up. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more tips.